The 90s will forever be immortalized as the decade when Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone book was released to the public. When McDonald's first offered supersized meals to the masses, when amazing toys were invented like the Furbies and Tamagochies, when mobile phones were starting to be popularized, and of course, not to forget, when the boy band craze was at its peak. The boy bands of this time were essential in making this decade ever so awesome, where stars like Nick Carter, Justin Timberlake, and Nick Lachey were noticed as celebrity heartthrobs. But what are these said boy bands? Hi, welcome to YouWannaWatch, and in this video, we're compiled a list of the 15 heart-throbbing boy bands of the 90s. Starting off our list at number 15, we have Human Nature. Human Nature, the only Australian band on the list, debuted in 1997 with their debut album Telling Everybody and followed it up with their second album Counting Down in 1999. They were originally formed in 1989 as a quartet featuring Toby Allen, Phil Burton, and brothers Andrew and Mike Tierney. They began as a doo-wop group called the Four Tracks when the members were in high school. Some of their 90s hits include Don't Say Goodbye, Last to Know, and Be There With You. With their signature doo-wop style, Human Nature's 4 members received the Medal of the Order of Australia General Division at the 2019 Australia Day Honours with the citation for service to the performing arts as an entertainer. Human Nature celebrated their 30th anniversary with a Little More Love tour in April 2019. The Australian boy band is still active and going strong without any members leaving. Number 14. Take That. Take That is one of the most successful boy bands in British history, formed in Manchester in 1990. The band was originally made up of 5 members: Gary Barlow, Howard Donald, Mark Owen, Jason Orange, and Robbie Williams. Take That's music is a fusion of pop, R&B, and dance, and the group is known for their catchy hooks, energetic choreography, and tight harmonies. Some of the band's hit songs were It Only Takes a Minute, Could It Be Magic, and A Million Love Songs. But their 1993 album Everything Changes catapulted them to superstardom. Take That's popularity extended beyond the UK, and they became a sensation across Europe and Asia. The influence of Take That on British pop culture is undeniable. Their songs are timeless, and their live performances are legendary. Throughout their career, they have received numerous awards, including Brit Awards and Ivor Novello Awards. Their music has influenced countless other musicians, as well as a generation of fans. Number 13. 𝗛𝗏. 𝗛𝗏 is a pop rock, dance pop, hip-hop, and rap band from the United Kingdom. In the 90s, the band was one of the most popular boy bands in the UK. They sold over 18 million records worldwide, and their songs topped all music charts for over 6 years in a row. The pop boy band started with Tony Mortimer, Brian Harvey, John Hendy, and Terry Coldwell. However, 𝗛𝗏's lineup has changed several times, with Coldwell remaining the only constant, and as of 2020, the group consists of Terry Coldwell, Robbie Craig, and Joe Livermore. The group has 18 top 20 singles and 4 top 10 albums, and they were one of the UK's most popular boy bands in the early to mid-1990s, aided by strong tabloid interest in their bad boy image, as opposed to rivals Take That's clean-cut image. 𝗛𝗏 have sold over 18 million albums worldwide and have been certified by the British phonographic industry with sales of 1.8 million albums and 2.6 million singles in the UK. Stay Another Day, their biggest hit, was the UK Christmas #1 in 1994. Number 12. Youngstown. Youngstown was a popular American boy band in the late 1990s and early 2000s. The group was known for their smooth harmonies, contagious pop hooks, and charismatic stage presence, and was made up of members Sam Lopez, David 600 Yeager, James Dallas, and Ricky Godinez. The group was formed in 1997 and was initially signed to the same label as fellow boy bands Nsync and Backstreet Boys, Hollywood Records. Youngstown's self-titled debut album, released in 1999, featured the hit singles I'll Be Your Everything and Pedal to the Steel. Youngstown's music was a fusion of R&B, pop, and rock, with influences ranging from Boyz II Men to Babyface and Michael Jackson. Their vocal harmonies were tight, and their performances were energetic, which made them a fan favorite in the early 2000s. Unfortunately, they did not last long, as the group split up in 2005. Number 11. 5. This UK-based British boy band was formed in London in 1997, and their most popular hits include Keep On Movin', When the Lights Go Out, and Until the Time Is Through. 5's music was a fusion of pop, hip-hop, and R&B. The group consisted of members Sean Conlon, Richie Neville, Scott Robinson, Abs Love, and Jason J. Brown. They quickly became a sensation, known for their edgy style, catchy pop hooks, and energetic performances. Despite their success, 5 faced some challenges over the years. In 2001, Jay Brown left the group, citing creative differences. But before they announced that they would be taking a break from music to pursue individual projects, Five sold nearly 20 million albums worldwide and won the MTV Select Award in 1998. The band reformed, minus a couple of original members, and continued to record new music and tour throughout Europe. Number 10. 𝗛𝗲𝗏. 𝗛𝗲𝗏 is a soulful group that rose to prominence in the early 1990s with hits like I Swear and I Can Love You Like That, which made their way onto every couple's mixtape and continue to do so today. The group consists of members Jamie Jones, Delius Kennedy, Alfred Nevarez, and Tony Borowak. The group is still active and has released a few new singles as well as toured with other artists such as Vanilla Ice, Tone Loc, Rob Bass, Salt and Peppa, and Color Me Badd. Today, 𝗛𝗲𝗏 is still regarded as one of the most influential and successful boy bands of the 1990s. Number 9. Nsync. Nsync is an American boy band that consists of three brothers, Isaac, Taylor, and Zach Hanson. Nsync's debut single, 𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗶, was released in 1997 and quickly became a worldwide hit. Over the years, Nsync continued to release hit songs, including This Time Around, If Only, and Penny and Me. Their music was known for its upbeat, feel-good sound, and positive message. They have 3 US Hot 100 Top 20 singles and 8 UK Top 40 singles. 3CG Records, the band's own independent record label, is now in operation. Number 8. Boyz II Men. Boyz II Men's soulful hits gained a lot of attention in the early part of the decade as they were formed in the late 1980s and grew in popularity into the 1990s. Their most popular song, End of the Road, was released in 1992 and stayed on the Billboard Hot 100 for a record 13 weeks. Soon after, they released their second chart-topping single, I'll Make Love to You, which stayed at the top for 14 weeks. An even longer stay at the top of the charts happened when the group paired up with the legendary pop diva Mariah Carey and released the song One Sweet Day, holding the #1 spot for 16 weeks. Despite losing a member in 2003, their successful musical career continues, with the group having toured for decades and winning 4 Grammys during their career. Number 7. 98 Degrees. The band 98 Degrees formed in 1996, releasing their debut hit Invisible Man in 1997. At the time, they began touring as the opening act for several Janet Jackson shows. The group rose to prominence in the late 1990s when they collaborated with Stevie Wonder on the song True to You Heart, which was featured in the popular Disney film Mulan. Jeff Timmons, the band's founding member, formed the pop and R&B boy band. 98 Degrees was made up of Ohio College students Nick Lachey, Jeff Timmons, Drew Lachey, and Justin Jeffer. The group went on hiatus from 2003 to 2012 while the individual members pursued various careers such as solo music, political campaigns, and reality TV. Since then, 98 Degrees has consistently released new music. Number 6. New Kids on the Block. New Kids on the Block, also known as NKOTB, is an American boy band that rose to fame in the late 1980s and early 1990s. The group consisted of members Donnie Wahlberg, Joey McIntyre, Jordan Knight, Jonathan Knight, and Danny Wood. Some of their biggest hits include Step by Step, You Got It, and Hang In Tough. The group's popularity waned in the early 1990s as the music industry moved away from traditional boy bands. The group also experienced internal strife, with Jonathan Knight leaving in 1994. Fortunately, band reunited in 2008 for a successful world tour and released a new album, The Block, which featured collaborations with modern pop and R&B artists. Number 5. A1. A1 are a British-Norwegian boy band who rose to prominence in the late 1990s and early 2000s. Members of the group included Paul Maresi, Mark Reed, Ben Adams, and Christian Ingebrigtsen. Their catchy pop hooks, harmonies, and ballads made them famous. Some of their hit songs were Be the First to Believe, Caught in the Middle, Like a Rose, and Summertime of Our Lives. However, in 2002, the group continued as a trio after Paul Maresi left the group, citing personal reasons. Their memorable pop hooks, harmonies, and emotional ballads distinguished them from other boy bands of the time. Number 4. Boyzone. Boyzone was an Irish boy band that formed in 1993. Keith Duffy, Stephen Gately, Mikey Graham, Ronan Keating, and Shane Lynch were members of their most successful lineup. Members of the band were chosen after auditions in 1993 by Westlife creator Louis Walsh. Boyzone has released 7 studio albums and 9 compilation albums. Some of their biggest songs include No Matter What, Love Me for a Reason, and All That I Need. By 2013, Boyzone had sold 25 million records worldwide, had 12 hit songs reach at least number 2 on the charts, and was crowned Britain's second most successful boy band. We are nearing the end of our video, but before we proceed, we would like to ask you to please like and subscribe to our YouTube channel at www.youtube.com/c/YouWannaWatch 2022 and follow us on our Facebook page at www.facebook.com/YouWannaWatch. Any support you provide us will help us provide you with more and better content. Okay, now back to the story. Number 3. Westlife. Westlife was formed in Dublin, Ireland, and rose to prominence in 1999 with the release of their self-titled debut album. Flying Without Wings and I Have a Dream, Seasons in the Sun are two of their best songs. Shane Fillon, Mark Feehily, Cian Egan, and Nicky Byrne make up the band. Brian McFadden was a member until 2004 when he left. After 14 years, the group disbanded in 2012, only to reform in 2018. On March 17, 2021, they formally announced through various media outlets that they had signed a new album deal with Warner Music UK and East West Records. Number 2. Backstreet Boys. The Backstreet Boys, consisting of Nick Carter, Howie Dorough, AJ McLean, and cousins Brian Littrell and Kevin Richardson, rose to prominence in the mid-1990s. Throughout the rest of the decade, they released multiple albums, with some of their biggest hits including Everybody, As Long As You Love Me, and I Want It That Way. Girls and boys swooned over the group's classic 90s pop sound, which packed stadiums. They took a break in 2003, but reformed in 2005 to release their album Never Gone. The sensational pop group holds the record for the best-selling boy band of all time. Finally, at number 1, we have Nsync. No boy band was bigger in the 90s than Nsync. The American boy band was formed by Chris Kirkpatrick in Orlando, Florida in 1995. They became a cultural phenomenon at the end of the millennium thanks to hits like Bye Bye Bye, It's Gonna Be Me, and This I Promise You. Before Lance Bass joined the group, their bass singer should have been Jason Galasso. However, after several weeks of rehearsals, at the last minute, Jason dropped out. Nsync consisted of Justin Timberlake, J.C. Chasez, Chris Kirkpatrick, Joey Fatone, and Lance Bass. The name of the group is also a play on the last letter of each of the first members' names: Justin, Chris, Joey, Jason, and JC. Their biggest fans, most of whom are now in their 30s and 40s, continue to call for a reunion. The majority of Nsync members have remained very busy in the years since their breakup, with Timberlake obviously taking on the most work over the past 20 years. What do you think about our list? Who is your favorite boy band? Did we miss anything or any boy band that you think should have been included? Let us know your thoughts by writing a comment on this video. If you're interested in our other videos, just hover over the videos and just press play. Until next time, watchers, thank you for watching our video.